fresh off his 54 that he dropped against the Nets. Ooh. And it's time for Straight Talk, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Here is Jayson Tatum on ABC after dropping, again, 54 on Brooklyn's head. Listen.
It's fun the way we're playing. Obviously, we've been on a good stretch. Everybody's been healthy, and we're just having fun competing. You know, it wasn't always pretty today, but you know, everybody contributed, and we just figured it out. Those are the best wins when you just figure it out, find a way to win, however, you know, whatever it takes. And that's what we did.
So a month ago, I was about to get ready to go on First Take, and we were talking about what's happening around the league. And I said it to one of our producers. I'm like, yo, the Boston Celtics can end up finishing top 3 in the East when this thing is said and done, just because of the way they had been playing. Derek White that came over from the Spurs, you know, Marcus coming back, smart, defensive tenacities, bringing to the table Jaylen Brown. Everybody kept talking about breaking up Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. Like, man, look, that's not the answer. You got 2 incredible wings that can defend and score at a high rate. And as much as we talk about Ja Morant, as much as we talk about Luka Doncic, as much as we talk about all these young players that are going to be the face of the league, we don't really mention the name Jayson Tatum anymore. And it's been blowing my mind because last night for him to have 54, he is one. Like, he reminds me so much of Kobe. That's why when we talk about what kind of trades should the Lakers make or try to go for, I'm not saying the Boston Celtics will ever go for it, but there's so much of that in the way he plays, and he put on size and frame now. His game is just built to be one of the best.
Game is so smooth, Key. Jayson Tatum's offense, he's got a counter for whatever you want to throw at him. He's got it.
Well, it's time. I hate to say it this way, but it's about time because, a year or two ago, we was all wondering if he would take the mantle from the Celtics and be the guy, be the leader, like be that guy. That's what they was missing a couple years ago. They didn't have that alpha dog, so to speak, and I think a lot of us was looking for Jayson Tatum to be the guy. And clearly this year, he's showing that. Just look at his career statistics everywhere is at the top for him this year. He's dropping 27 points a game on your head. So I think as so to speak, the light has turned on for him. I know he was a baller from the beginning, but not at this level, meaning like he's taking control of exactly who he is.
What about that, Jay? Like, I always thought Tatum could eventually be the best offensive player on a championship team, right? It looked that way to me. But I know what Key is talking about. It's like something has there's the skills package, but then there's also the mentality that has to come together at a certain point. Usually it doesn't happen your rookie year.
He's always had the mentality, though. Like, he's always been that dude that wants the ball down the stretch, not afraid of the big moments. We see a lot of people shy away from big moments. That's not who Jayson Tatum is. I think it was a matter of how they're playing. Marcus Smart is a pivotal. He is the Draymond Green to the Golden State Warriors, right?
Yeah.
The Golden State Warriors have lost their last 8 of 10 games because they're missing their quarterback, and that's what Marcus Smart is to a degree. He leads huddles. And Jayson and Jaylen are still, but Jaylen Brown also, he made a dagger shot last night to close it out. So you have the pieces where it feels like they're actually working together. Al Horford, pick and pop kind of player. Robert Williams, long athletic, can block shots.
Time Lord.
Yeah, you have the pieces that actually fit now.
The hardest thing to find is a two-way wing. And if you have 2 of them at an all-star level, got to start paying attention to these Celtics for real.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.